Good afternoon, everyone. Today is the 30th of December. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. And Mark is continuing to read in this manner of the kingdom. He's ready for the bottom of page 21 to the middle of page 24 today.
The Manner of the Kingdom, page 21 through 24. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. 2 Timothy 3:1-4. But this is a thoroughly accurate description of our own society. No honest soul can doubt that such a condition is the result of rejecting God is equally evident. The picture is dark indeed. Let us recognize this is a description of a nominally moral or religious people. This is not the world as such, people who have nothing to do with religion. These are people who have a form of godliness, that is, they are formal Christians. The form is nothing but a form, an empty and outward pretense, for they deny the power thereof. They reject the sovereignty of God, they reject the lordship of Christ, they reject theodicy, they are ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth, or the true knowledge. They are men of corrupt minds, reprobate concerning the faith, verses 5-8. This then is the manner of the kingdom of men. This is the ruined state to which all at last are brought, who adopt the doctrine of diplomacy, that of man's choice, and follow the false philosophy of political expediency. This political philosophy that has given birth to every heresy among men, all the false teaching that parades of the guise of Christianity. The most glaring example of the deadly influence of political philosophy and religions of modern teaching on divine election. We are told that election means that God votes for us, Satan votes against us, and we ourselves cast the deciding vote. This is so absurd and ridiculous that its falsity should be apparent, yet most believe it, which fact is further proof that political people are dishonest. What a travesty such teaching is upon truth. No honest soul could ever believe it, much less teach it, but political people are not honest. Worse, they are blasphemers. This teaching is blasphemy. It makes Satan equal with God, man greater than both. Those who believe such teaching, knowing nothing of God or his truth, and care even less, by no stretch of the imagination can election be made a matter of voting. Election is God's choice, and Satan, demons, angels, man, or any other being have no choice or vote in the matter at all. This is the manner of the kingdom of men, for it is ever a kingdom destitute of truth. But there is another kingdom infinitely above all the kingdoms of men. This kingdom is the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven. What is the manner of this kingdom? Briefly, is the opposite of all that has been said of the kingdom of men. Let us now examine some of the particulars of the manner of this kingdom. Then Pilate entered into the judgment hall again, and called Jesus, and said unto him, Art thou the king of the Jews? Jesus answered him, Sayest thou this of thyself, or did others tell it thee of me? Pilate answered, Am I a Jew? Thine own nation, chief priest, hath delivered thee unto me. What hast thou done? Jesus answered, My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence. John 18:33-36. The kingdom of God is not material, physical, or political. The kingdom of God is spiritual. This is the central verity of the divine kingdom. It's the basic truth that we must grasp if we are to understand anything at all concerning God's kingdom. Yet this is the one truth that men refuse to learn. Indeed, it is the one truth they cannot learn. It's not possible for political people to understand spiritual truth. My kingdom is not of this world. Pilate was utterly perplexed by this answer of Christ. Pilate was a politician. He knew nothing of any kingdom except those which were purely political and material. He could not imagine any throne, crown, or scepter except that which is of the earth, earthy. Pilate did what all politicians and political people have ever done and ever do. He followed the course of political expediency. He crucified Christ. No politician ever lived who has not done the same. Why did Pilate deliver Christ to be crucified? The record is clear and open for all to see. Pilate knew that Jesus Christ was innocent. He knew that Jesus was delivered by the Jews for envy. He knew that Jesus was a just man. The charge against him were false. Yet he scourged Jesus and delivered him to be crucified, and from thenceforth Pilate sought to release him. The Jews cried out, saying, "If thou let this man go, thou art not Caesar's friend. Whoever maketh himself the king speaketh against Caesar." John 19:12. Pilate was afraid when the Jews told him Jesus claimed to be the Son of God. He was more afraid. Why then did he cruelly scourge Jesus and deliver him to be crucified? His reason was political. He could not afford to antagonize Caesar. If he was to retain his political office, he had to be known as Caesar's friend. When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he brought Jesus forward. John 19:13. How can we account for Pilate's cruelty to Christ? Let us repeat the lesson we have previously pointed out. There is no truth and no mercy in politics. There is only swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery. They break out and blood touches blood. Hosea 4:2. Literally bloods, meaning blood upon blood until the whole land becomes red like crimson. One vast vermilion hue, and all that blood so cruelly shed is innocent. Judas betrayed the Lord for 30 pieces of silver. His motive was political. When he saw that Jesus was condemned, when he knew that Christ would be crucified, his blood would flow from his fast-nailed body on the cruel cross, he repented himself, brought again the 30 pieces of silver to the priest, and said, "I have sinned in that I have betrayed the innocent blood." Matthew 27:3-4.
Okay, thank you, Mark. I plan on continuing this hopefully Monday morning, New Year's Day. Happy New Year, everyone.